Dear Meena, how are you and Vijay and the children and grandchildren? Have you fully recovered your mobility from your knee replacement surgery? I know we live in a world of emails, but I still love writing letters and receiving them too. I'm so happy we correspond via letters. You know that waiting for the postman, the uncertainty, it somehow takes me back to when I was younger and when Subhash and I would write to each other. We wouldn't even wait for a reply. We just wrote to each other every day when he was deployed. I miss him. After marriage, things become more routine. And then you get so busy with the kids and their schools and the food and the house. But somehow the connection between Subhash and I never lessened. And then when the kids grew up and they left home, we had some lovely times together. Oh, we didn't do anything really special, but just that sitting in the veranda, sipping our morning tea while reading the newspapers, and just those walks in the evening, those were special. And then, of course, there were the small things, like how he knew I didn't like the edges of bread, so he always cut them out for me. And that he knew that I love to have two Shrewsbury biscuits with my morning tea. And so he always made sure we had them at home. I miss Kayanis too. It was too sudden, no? And he was gone too soon. He was only 64. Imagine, it's going to be 5 years already. You asked me what we'll be doing for the Shraddha. We'll just go to the temple in the morning and then take a few cakes to the children's home nearby. You know, Meena, you asked me if I was happy. And to be honest, I really don't know. I don't know if I made the right choice by moving here. Don't get me wrong, Rahul has always loved me and respected me and really cares for me. And I honestly like Vidya too. You always wonder, right, how I'm so close to her. But it's so easy with her. She's such a good girl. And Shreya and Neil, oh my god, they love having me here. It's always Aji, 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 Aji for everything. You asked me how life is in the US. I see a lot of parents living here with their children. And even at this age, they're expected to take care of the kitchen duties and the children's duties. But it's not like that at all with me. We have a housekeeper here who helps with the cooking, and Vidya too likes to cook. She's, in fact, always asking me, Mummy, tell me what you want and I'll cook it for you. So, I do cook once in a while, but only if I want to. I have no responsibilities here. But I'm not sure I really like that. You and I have discussed the subject of living with a daughter in law, and I've realized that I have to be constantly careful about remembering that this is my daughter in law's home. And this constantly having to be careful, that is really quite tiring. Rahul is very happy that I'm living with them and not alone in Pune. And I too had felt that Pune was getting to be very lonely without Subhash. But I'm realizing that you can be lonely here too in America, just in a different kind of way. I had never imagined this kind of existence. How do so many people live like this? With all the school and after school activities, Rahul and Vidya and the children leave early in the morning and come back at maybe 6:30 in the evening at the earliest. I see them once in the morning and then directly at night. I'm all alone all day. I do go for a walk, but it's alone. Everyone seems so busy in their lives here. Oh, there's a senior center close by and there's a bus that takes us there. There are a lot of Indians there too. But you know how I've always been so choosy about my friends. And now that I'm older, people just expect me to get along with every other older person, especially if they're Indian. And even if I have nothing in common with them. Like somehow my age has taken away my preferences, my personality, my choices. I think that is it. I feel I have very few choices here. Like my schedule and my entire life is just laid out for me. I think when I was in Pune, it was different, even though I was living by myself. Shantabai would come every morning. She's always been so entertaining, no? Constant badbad, 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 badbad. She would keep me in splits while doing her work. She'd worked with us for 25 years. So even though I was her employer, she had just become like family to us. Then there was Mrs. D'Souza, our next door neighbor. She would always pretend that she cooked too much food and then bring it over every other day. Especially since Subhash. Meeting you and our other Fergie friends, that was so much fun. It's amazing how we've stayed so close with each other even after 45 years. And that was such a big part of my satisfaction with life. And I only understood that now. And then there was theatre. I hadn't realized how much happiness Marathi theatre gave me. We have some plays here and the children do take me to it. But only because I like to go. It's not like going with other people because they want to be there because they enjoy it too. उसका तो मजा कुछ और ही है ना. I'm not comfortable driving here. And that has really impacted my mobility and my freedom. I can call an Uber, but they're so expensive now, and I don't feel good about it. I know there's no lack of money, and Rahul has in fact opened a separate bank account for me just to make me feel comfortable. But I don't feel like it's my money. And then again, I calculate everything in rupees, so I just can't spend like that. And then these dreadful winters. Oh my god, all that excitement about the snow, believe me, my friend, that is all gone. Now I'm just constantly scared of slipping and falling on this ice. You know, I'm glad we haven't sold that Pune house yet. My dear, dear friend, please help me decide. I just don't know what to do. You have been my best friend and my most trusted advisor. Should I stay here in the US to be closer to my family, or should I move back to Pune? I'm just going to send you this letter now. This is the first time in 3 years that I've opened up about this. And I really have to take some time and think about it seriously and come to a decision. Even without you being here and me just imagining that you are, and I'm just talking to you, I can actually hear you saying things to me and telling me what to do. And it's really making me think. Please respond as soon as you can. I'm eagerly waiting for your reply. I so miss you. Love always. Padmini.